In a country which has been at war for 40 years, the safest way to get around, if you're a top official, is by helicopter. Everyone else has to face the everyday risks in the streets below. And the bombing is getting worse. They're still clearing up after a gigantic explosion last month, which killed or injured 200 people here. Mohammed Nassim lost everything. This is what's left of his house. No wonder he, like so many Afghans, wants to get out.
There's no future for me or my family in this country. I don't feel safe here anymore. They have to give us asylum somewhere else. This could happen again tomorrow.
There have reportedly been more refugees from Afghanistan than from anywhere else except Syria. The way to stop the flow would be to get a lasting peace deal here. Yet things have actually been getting even worse. The Taliban have now stepped up their campaign.
They've realised that every attack they carry out here in Kabul gets far more attention both nationally and internationally than any number of attacks in the countryside.
It's not that the Taliban are winning. Given that the Americans and British have left and the government troops are on their own, you might expect the Taliban to be doing a great deal better. In fact, the Afghan forces have been quite successful.
Out of 20 attacks the Taliban organise, maybe only one is successful. As for the others, we stop them before they can do anything.
With neither side winning, you might think this would be a good time for peace talks. The trouble is a huge split has just opened up in the Taliban. This man, Akhtar Mansour, claims he's the rightful successor to the previous leader, Mullah Omar. Many others are backing Mullah Omar's son for the job. We managed to contact a senior figure in this breakaway group, Manam Niazai. He said that many Taliban fighters were deserting to join the so-called Islamic State, IS, because they didn't want to serve under Akhtar Mansour. If there's a new Taliban leadership, he told me, there'll be no place for Islamic State in Afghanistan. These are all our old friends. They'll come back to us again. But for ordinary Afghans, the squabbling and violence mean things are just going to get worse. Outside the passport office in Kabul, an immense queue has formed. They want the documents to get away somewhere where there's no bombing, no extremism, and they can live in peace. John Simpson, BBC News, Kabul.